who here would like to see a sneak peek of something going on behind the scenes for DrBossKey? All right, so we have been doing pilot projects for who DrBossKey is. Yes, I'm DrBossKey, but truly DrBossKey is a hero in a video game. That's just the way that I think and love things in general. So what we're seeing here is we got some concepts back for DrBossKey. So what we've been doing, right, is we've been working with different art groups to do the illustrations. So and so far we're still in the sketching stage, and I'm providing feedback, and we're iterating through it. So we have so what I'm calling the lab cloak. So basically DrBossKey has a few things. So one is he has a soul key blade, which you can kind of see here. It's a good example of the soul key blade. And the thing about the soul key blade is that it's kind of a generic melee weapon. But when DrBossKey defeats a monster, he can channel the essence of the monster into his soul key blade, and then his soul key blade will transform into elements of the blade. So for instance, like if DrBossKey slays a red dragon, then his soul key blade will then change where maybe the hilt and the guard become like a dragon's tail and maybe like claws. And then the blade becomes curved, and now he can like activate it to become a flaming sword on command, right? So, and then the other thing he can do with his soul keys is because he collects them, it's sort of like a Pokemon thing, right? So, and then he can throw down his soul key, and that can open a portal, so he can go back to where he encountered the monster, which is kind of cool. And then he can also summon the essence of the monster out of the soul key, so the monster can fight for him. So that's one of the things that DrBossKey has. And then the other thing that's a defining bit of DrBossKey's kind of repertoire is that he has a living lab cloak, right? And so the lab cloak is a monster. It was like kind of a cloak at one point. And then he slayed that monster and then took it on and now wears this like living lab cloak. So because DrBossKey is also a scientist, so he's maybe a little bit cooler than a scientist looks in some cases. But so these are versions of his living lab cloak, right? So you can see like the eyes on the shoulders here. I really like the eyes right here, if you guys can see this. So the living lab cloak essentially has sort of like, it's like Doctor Strange's the cloak relic, right? Where it has kind of a personality itself, or Spawn's cloak, where Spawn's cloak kind of has this sort of like, this manifestation to itself. So yeah, we're going through these concepts and we're still locking them down. Like, this isn't quite the way DrBossKey is going to look, but this is like weeks of us just iterating and getting through, not like tons of iterations, but a few. So that's one thing I thought I'd share with you guys. We got 2 for Bloodstain. We got 6 for the DBKQ, or DrBotBud. It's a DBBQ. That's what it is. I can get my acronyms straight. Oh my goodness. Here's the question, my friends. What was your favorite toy when you were a child? Ooh, that's a good one. That's a good one. What was your favorite toy when you were a child? See, I think what was my favorite toy? It's probably my Nintendo. It was my Nintendo Entertainment System. Nintendo was one of the first words I learned to spell. Chef Arden says, stuffed bear. What kind of stuffed bear are we talking about, Chef? Daryl says my Atari Frogger. Ooh, that's a good one too. I almost went to my Atari with like Pitfall. That was one of those amazing things too. Polly Pocket says Ella Rocket. Ella Rocket. Ella Rock. Nightmare Son says, oh man, am I allowed to say my trampoline? Oh, it's so good. I would put a stereo out there with me and drag an extension cord out from the garage to play music while I bounced around on the trampoline all day long. Rain, snow, sleet, or shine. After school, before school, during school. My goodness. Rolly Boy says my battery operated boat that really runs on water. What? Oh, interesting. He-Man, by the power of Grayskull.